Hey, so you might know this already, or you might not, but there is a brand new, completely free BR on the block, and it has to do with sucking blood from people. It's called Bloodhunt. It's from the Vampire Masquerade series, if you know what that is. Anyways, it is a new BR set in the Prague map. There's only one map, and it's not a circle like a lot of maps, or not a square or a triangle. It is like a very city-esque size map that, you know, just like every other BR kind of shrinks, but it's not a circle or a square or a triangle shrink. It's like a very specific shape. It's got a lot of movement, kind of like Hyperscape did. However, the gunplay is a little bit different and kind of like Rogue Company mixed with like Division. So it's a little bit interesting, but they do have melee weapons like a katana, like Roko. They have bats, and they have some other stuff as well. We're gonna kind of break it down and get into what all of those things are, the different kind of archetypes and classes, if you will, your skills throughout the game as well. The battle pass, the store, the customization, you got challenges, journal, news, and they have friending as well. First things first, there are two different modes in the BR, and there's solo and trios, just like most games, but there is no duos currently and no fours or squads, even if any game even still does. At launch, there is a 100-tier battle pass, and it's got things like cards, a little like, you know, like your name card, little icons go around your name, cosmetics, eyewear, it's got like XP boosts, it's got tokens that give XP boosts, it's got emotes, it's got like eye colors that are changing, hair things that you can customize, outfits, tattoos, all of this stuff that you can do, piercings. I'm just looking through it right now, just make sure I don't miss anything. It's just got so many different things that you can do. One of them is a freaking safety pin through your septum. Like these things are crazy cool. It's got this really nice, it's not like cheesy vampire. It's like really cool, hip. Is that even a word anymore that people use? It's very dark goth rock scene vibe-esque. Anyways, like that. It's got a store right now. It does have an item with 3 days left on it, 4 days on it. It is early access, so it's not officially out. I don't know if they're gonna take a break between early access and not, but currently it's in early access, much like how Fortnite was in early access, whatever that means. It was in alpha a month, 2 months, 3 months ago. I played it back then, but now it's officially out / not officially out. Anyways, you can buy tokens. You can also customize your character, and you can use a lot of the things you get in the battle pass to customize that. You've got outfits, accessories, emotes, player icons, and player banners in the wardrobe department. And then you go to character, you can choose your body, you can choose your head. You've got 3 options: skin tone, you can change your hair, your eyebrows. So that's the customization part, and that's like the skins and cosmetics stuff. I don't think any of the cosmetics, by the way, are pay to win. So far, I haven't seen anything like that. So that's pretty cool. Maybe like camouflage or darker clothes will be better because the map is pretty dark and really rainy. Before you play the game, you've got 3 clans, and inside of each of those clans, you've got 2 archetypes. So the clans are, let me make sure I don't butcher this. You got Bruja, you got Nosferatu, and you've got Toreador. And inside of those, you got the Bruja, which you've got clan skills for each of these. So you've got, it's bound to like your Q button on mouse and keyboard, which is like a big jump for the Bruja. And then you've got in the Nosferatu, you've got the clan skill, which is vanish, become invisible, and move rapidly and brief duration. And then you've got the Toreador, which is the clan skill is projection and dash. Send out a projection of yourself, which you can then dash to. Now it breaks down into archetypes. So you've got 2 archetypes currently for each clan. So in the Bruja, which is the soaring jump, you've got the Brute and the Vandal. The Brute has a class skill and a passive skill that are specific to that. So the True Grit with the Brute is the Brute replenishes up to half of their health while not taking damage. And the Vandals is Adrenaline Rush, which is gain moderate damage resistant when in close vicinity to enemies. That's just a passive skill. You don't have to do anything to get those. Now you've got Archetype skill, which is Shockwave Punch. Unleash, this is with the Brute. Unleash a shockwave capable of deflecting bullets. It also like, it looks like it punches. It's like a force, like an air force type of thing. You can see it. The Vandal, which is the one that I run, you've got the clan skill of the soaring leap. But then when you're at the top of that, you can actually earth shock, which you just leap forward and crash upon the ground, dealing damage and hurling enemies upwards, which is really nice. By the way, if you smash the ground, they go up in the air and you give them a nice, juicy 100+ damage shotgun shot to the face. Now inside the Nosferatu, you've got Saboteur, which the Nosferatu, by the way, its clan skill is vanish, which is become invisible and then move rapidly. Saboteur, though, its passive is unseen passage, which is turn semi-invisible when crouching. And then its archetype bomb, its archetype skill is sewer bomb, throw a bomb that explodes and releases toxic gas when approaching by enemies. It does do damage, small damage. Now onto the Prowler, which is also a Nosferatu. Passive skill is Sense the Beast. Severely wounded enemies leave a trail that reveals their recent movement, which for a long time I was like, how are these people finding me when I'm so low? There you go, and that's right there. Its archetype skill though is Scouting Famulus, which is send out bats to scout an area, temporarily revealing enemies through walls, which also there's another way you can view enemies through walls is if you kill a human without like sucking its blood, or another human watches you suck someone's blood or destroy one of these other people, you become red through buildings for like 60 seconds, 50 seconds, 60 seconds. This is similar, but different time frame. Now onto the Toreador. You got Siren and Muse. On the Siren, okay, first of all, Toreador is projection dash, which you can send out projection and you can dash to it. The Siren, its passive skill is Kindred Charm. Nearby civilians are charmed, temporarily making them act friendly towards you and your team, which is kind of weird. I don't really see the point in that. Blinding Beauty is the archetype skill, which is slowly erupt into pure beauty, blinding and damaging all nearby enemies. I think this is the one that like shatters your screen, and oh my god, it's so annoying. It annoys me to the ends of the earth. It's a good skill. It hurts my head. Passive onto the Muse is passive Final Act. Instantly refresh your cooldowns and enable the use of powers when down, which is actually super freaking cool. And then its archetype skill is Rejuvenating Voice. Enter a restorative state that heals yourself and nearby allies while channeled. Taking damage or using the power while channeling interrupts the healing process. So that's kind of like how those work. This game, each of these are very, very different. If you can't tell, a lot of the movement stuff in between these are very, very different between like the different clans and whatnot. Inside the game, you can suck the blood of humans, right? You can hit, there's a special button you can hit, which is C on mine, and it can kind of show you where the humans are. A regular human without abilities like that you can suck from it, it just heals you all the way up to 100%. Does not heal your shields. However, you can, if they have a color generated to it, which is like purple, orange, pink, and blue, I think, they have like skill upgrades, and you can only do 3 off the rip. So you can suck the blood of 3 of the player, of the humans to get 3 cooldown differences for like your archetype skill or your clan skill, or you can do like passive healing, melee damage upgrades. You can only do 3 of them at a time. However, if you get exiles, you have another slot to then basically suck the blood. I guess not really suck the blood like this. It is sucking the blood off of these NPCs to get more abilities. Outside of the archetypes, there are like weapons like guns and melee weapons to do all of the things, all of the fun stuff. And there's classic healing stuff, but they're blood bags, which you can find in like vehicles and ambulances and stuff like that. Also, there's shields that you can wear, so you can get up to 250 health plus shield. So it's 200 health and 50 shield. In the alpha, you could actually have 2 shields, and now you can only have 1, but you can hold 3. There are daily challenges, and there are also season challenges, which is pretty interesting. I only have 1 week 1 challenges left, but the challenges are like play games as a specific clan. Nosferatu, play games as a specific clan. Toreador, you get XP doing this, so you get 5,000 XP for those 2. They have some 10,000 ones, which is de-ablerize players, so once you knock somebody in the BR, they kind of crawl around like they would in like Fortnite or other games like Call of Duty Warzone. However, if you do not exile them or kill them completely, they can come back to life. So you can either shoot them with your bullets, or you can de-ablerize them, which what that means is you go up to the character or the player and you hold F, and it kind of raises them up in the air and kind of crushes their soul a little bit. Once it crushes their skull, you can actually get full health back from that. You don't get shield from it, but that's what that means, de-ablerize. And then you got 15,000 XP, which is deal damage to players. I don't actually know which those were. Hit targets. Place in the top overall several games, minimum rank 5, stuff like that. They also have journals, which goes over characters, collectibles, conversations, items, locations, lore, tutorial. So when you finish the tutorial, you go in there and you unlock stuff. You unlock enemies, you unlock allies, like basically like lore around these. Collectibles, you can click on them and it unlocks the lore around them, which is really cool to kind of check off this certain thing that you've seen in game. Items like assault rifle, burst rifle, it tells you a little bit about them in the screens, which is pretty cool. And locations, you go to certain locations, it gives you a little bit of information about those locations. Same with just lore in general. And then it's got a news tab and a social tab, which currently you can only add Shark Mob, which is the developers' friends that way. This game is so freaking fun. The gunplay feels a little bit strange. I know that's a lot of me rambling and kind of telling you what the game is, but guys, this game has a lot right now. I don't know if it's gonna have, other than like BR, or what it's gonna have, like a TDM mode or whatever it may have in the future. Right now it's BR. It's got the classic BR problems of like third party and stuff like that, but a lot of these abilities can get you out of the way to do that. You can heal really quickly. You can go suck on some humans for a quick full heal. This game is super fun. It's very different. It's got really cool movement, so you can slide and jump and climb the walls and stuff like that. This game's very interesting, and it's free on Steam. Why not try it? Guys, that's the video. I love you. Love yourself. We're not gonna do an outro. Okay, bye. Have a good one. Peace.